Hello everyone and welcome back to Send It Weather channel, where today we'll be looking at the latest on tonight, tomorrow and Sunday's cold and potentially snowy period for some parts of the country. Now, I did mention this in yesterday's video, and the risks have kind of been lined up now of the areas that might see some snow. Of course, there's regions for change. There's subject to change, of course, over the next few hours, and the best way is to keep an eye on your live radars and also to check your latest forecasts, like the Met Office, for example. And I'll probably be making some sort of post tomorrow as well to keep you updated. So let's have a look at what is currently being shown on the live radar. Now, this isn't 100% accurate. You know, some people say this radar's not accurate, but then there's another radar, which is on Net Weather, which also isn't very accurate half the time. So take the snow region with a pinch of salt, what it's currently showing, because some of that could be sleet, mixing hail sort of thing to lower levels. This doesn't really illustrate sleet that well. And freezing rain, for example, if temperatures are cold enough. So if we have a look, you can see snow across higher ground at the moment, like the Pennines, the Yorkshire Dales, northern England. Actually, a bit more widespread across the east than this is indicating. I know towards Whitby, they've already seen a few flakes of snow, sleet and snow mixed in even to lower levels. Further north to the central belt of Scotland, they've also got a few showers which will continue to pack down from the north across parts of northern Scotland as well. They'll begin to filter southwards towards the Highlands and could bring a covering in a few places. Also a risk of ice on untreated surfaces through the early hours of tomorrow if we do see any snowfall. So if we have a look at the live radar, this is the current picture. You can see quite widespread snow across northern England. Of course, lots of rain in the west, like Liverpool, Merseyside, that sort of area, and then in the east as well towards Newcastle. But further inland, you know, we've got elevation above 100, 200 metres, we are seeing that precip turn readily to wintry precipitation. So definitely one to watch as we go through the latter hours of today into tonight and the early hours of Friday, as temperatures will begin to drop across many areas. As you can see, if we have a look at the latest from the UK Met Office run, and we go to now, 5 PM, see that the risk is a little bit more widespread than indicated here on the current radar compared to what is actually being shown, which just illustrates the fact that models aren't great at predicting the exact snow regions all the time. You can see pinks are showing up here, but they aren't the best. They're not showing everything up, so this is live radar, and this is what there is. So, especially through northern England, Yorkshire Dales, the higher ground of northern England, a bit more widespread than being indicated here. So, definitely interesting to see that. So, we'll keep monitoring things over the next few hours, I'm sure. This is the UKV's latest idea, though, through tonight. It does break there, but you can see through the later hours of Thursday night into Friday morning, you can see that there's a risk of rain, sleet, and possibly snow. Continuing across northern England, parts of northern Wales as well. As we move through Friday, you can see another band moves into that air, that colder air sinking southwards and brings snow to central England, parts of the West Midlands as well. The Pennines, of course, seeing the risk there. So yes, there's definitely a risk there, and as we go through into the early hours of Friday, you can see there's that risk, which I think is being a little bit limited now in the UKV. I think it will be a little bit more widespread through central England. A lot of rain in the eastern parts of Lincolnshire, so for example, seeing quite a lot of rain, but I think the snow extent may be a little bit further west, lower levels as well, through Friday, so keep an eye out there. We've got bit patchy bits through Wales as well. Again, could be a bit more widespread with its extent, not just the Pennines, Buxton, North East England as well. A couple of showers gathering in North East England with that colder airflow from the North East, and a few showers across parts of Scotland as well. Ireland remaining mostly dry. Moving into Friday, you can see a couple of showers again behind that front, maybe wintry across central southern England there, maybe. Bit of rain as well, so a bit of a mix, quite a mixing of air masses through Friday. Mix of rain, sleet and snow. Obviously, elevation will help you out a lot. Saturday's a mostly dry day, could see a bit of sunshine in some areas. A couple of wintry showers grazing the east and the southeast coast there. But as we move into Saturday into Sunday is where the big interest appears for many. Got a big, forecasted widespread snow event, which won't last too long in the south. But further northwards, northern England, let's see, Leeds northwards probably, heavy snow moving in for a time, for it does turn eventually back to rain as the milder air drags back in, but you can see quite a widespread snow event there from Nottingham or Birmingham here northwards. Again, very transient, of course. That's the risk, but it could bring some disruption through Sunday morning in some areas. You can see quite heavy snow across central eastern Britain, persisting for a couple of hours there through the early hours of Sunday. May bring a little bit of travel disruption, but it's gone by midday on Sunday, and then there's more winterish throughout the week, so definitely things to keep an eye on. If you have a look at the GFS, which is a lower resolution model for comparison, and then if we skip again to tomorrow, definitely more widespread with the rain, sleet and snow risk through Friday, Thursday and Friday. Again, could see some surprises. We've seen that on the radar today, so don't be surprised to see a little bit of snow to lower levels, 2 to 5 centimetres above 200 metres, above 400 metres I'd say 10 centimetres, maybe possible locally in a few areas. The GFS 12s that actually brings the snow risk down towards the Bristol area, so there's one for the books, yeah. Quite a widespread risk through Wales as well. Plenty of rain mixing in, so Cardiff, for example, those lower level areas seeing rain, but if you've got a little bit of elevation, 100, 200 metres on your side, it might turn to sleet and snow, especially through the early hours of Friday morning. And through the day as well, still going to be quite cold. As we go into Saturday into Sunday again, that risk of that rain turning readily to sleet, sleet and snow on its leading edge. Again, won't last too long, but quite a widespread snow event, significant snow event, even for London there. Not sure about that one on this one. But you can see quite widely from the far north to the far south of the country, maybe even Southamptonshire as I'm talking to you there. You might see a couple of hours maybe of transient snow if you're awake at 3 a.m. on Sunday. I'm not sure about that one either, but there you go. Yeah, plenty of snow around. Eventually clears away by Sunday, but then as we go beyond that, there are plenty more snow risks appearing. Look at that into Wednesday, quite a significant snow event for the Midlands. So definitely a lot of interest is showing up now and things to possibly look forward to. Again on Thursday, a weather front moving in to some slightly colder air, turns to snow across northern Scotland. Bit there in the south as well. Plenty going on. There's plenty going on. Look at the end of the chart for 21st of Feb. Bitterly cold northerly wind. Plenty of snow around. Yeah, but it's extended range. It's unreliable. We're not going to look at that today. But definitely a risk. Keep an eye on your forecasts. Thank you all very much for tuning in to today's video. If you did find it informative, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.